All right, welcome back. We're going to go to another radar. Let's bring this up. This will give you an idea of the rain bands that are just moving through. And it's a little slower. We're going to try to find you the real-time one where we're going to just bring that up for you. But this is, a 3-hour time lapse. So as you can see, the yellows are a little heavier rain, the dark greens are heavier rain, the light greens are lighter. And when we really have to worry, you see some of those scarlets on the top of the screen, when those reds start coming into play. And you remember for Gustav, when that big purple section came right over HTV, that's where we lost the towers. But of course, that was much higher winds. But the rain is going to be in the darker shades of anything that we look at. So let's keep that up while I take a few phone calls and talk to the public, and that'll just give you an idea, everyone in our viewing area, and you on UVerse that can watch us, all the way out of that area. We welcome you to the broadcast, and we'll be showing you footage. And Jason, let me know when we have that cocodrie footage ready to go, okay? HTV, welcome to the program. You're on. Go ahead, please. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on. Go ahead.
Yeah. This storm, if you're in a mobile home, are you safe or not?
Well, put your TV on mute so I can talk to you. It's feeding back in my ear, okay? Just talk in your phone. I'll be able to hear you. All right.
I live in a mobile home, and I was wondering if that was safe to stay in it or what.
Well, I think you could be fine. It's you've had some thunderstorms with squalls, up to 65 and 70 miles per hour, so you should be okay here. If I really felt you in harm's way, I would tell you that. Although I never really trust mobile homes and high winds, but I think this is a situation where your mobile home could certainly withstand. And I don't know the condition of your mobile home, but certainly if it's up to standard and it's up to code, you should be okay.
Well, this is not a brand new one. It's kind of an old one, but I live up in the Chack Bay area.
Yeah, some of the old ones were built stronger than some of the new ones, I think,
I live in Chack Bay, so I should be pretty all right, huh?
Yeah, I think you're going to be fine. I think, you're going to get a lot of rain still in Chack Bay. I mean, you see it right there on the north of Thibodaux. So I bet y'all had some heavy rain and then it slacked off, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I could see the feeder band that went through there, and you had some yellows that popped up for a little while. But let's see if I'm seeing correctly now. It looks like y'all probably in a little lull right now, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of quiet, not that bad.
Yeah.
And, this morning I went to slide there. It was pretty bad out there this morning.
Yeah, but you got another green patch coming, green and yellow, so in a little while it's going to start picking up on you.
Okay, but that's what I wanted to know.
All right, thank you. Good luck. Bye-bye. HTV, welcome to Bayou Time. You're on the air. Go ahead. Hello?
Hello?
You're on. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yes, I was wondering where they're giving out the sandbags in the Bayou Blue area.
Okay, let me find that for you. We have a sheet somewhere around here that I can, if you just bear with me, I'll find it for you. I got about 800 pieces of paper up here on the desk. So let's see, here we go. All right, I'll just give the sandbag locations as we look at the map, and that way everybody out in the parish can listen. Pointe-aux-Chenes Fire Station, Montague Fire Station, Ward 7 Center, St. Anne Church, Grand Caillou Fire Station, Adult Softball Complex on the Air Base, Upper Bayou DeLarge Fire Station, Lower Bayou DeLarge Fire Station, Civic Center Bayou-side parking lot near the library, Canada's parking lot on West Park Avenue, Coteau Park next to the fire station, Bayou Black Fire Station on Savannah Road, Schriever Fire Station, Highway 24, Gibson Fire Station, Gibson East Fire Station, Donner Community Center, Friendswood Church in Village East, Gray Park next to the UPS, Mechanicville Gym, and Roselawn Avenue on Payne Street. Those are the locations.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, so you're at Coteau Park next to the fire station, would probably be the closest one to you, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
thank you, bye-bye. HTV, welcome to Bayou Time. Your question, please.
Mr. Martin?
Yes.
We catching some shrimp right now, but we didn't know how bad it was going to get. Should we come in?
Well, that's your call, but I mean, I've seen worse. What kind of boat you in?
We in it's kind of big. It's a 23-foot Mako, and we're really trying to just do the channels and stuff like that. The wind's blowing us a little bit. We just got a little worried and just wanted to call and see what your thoughts are.
Well, I'm not gonna ever tell you to stay out in this kind of weather in your boat. That's your call, but you got to make your own decision on that one.
Yes, sir. All right, well, we're going to keep in touch with you, but the wind is pretty bad out here. That it is.
What you think it's blowing at right now?
Oh, Lord. It's blowing out. We had to take down our top. We're getting wet. It was blowing us sideways, the wind, from the, I guess it's going about 35. I'm 30, 35.
Yeah, well, in that case, if I were you, I'd come in.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'd hate for something to go wrong and we'd be stuck.
Yeah, well, I'd hate for it for you, too.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. HTV, welcome to Bayou Time. Go ahead, please.
Hello.
Yeah, put your TV on mute so I could hear you. I didn't say hang up. HTV, you're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Martin.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Yeah, I would suggest they come in, too.
Yeah, for
a
sure.
few dollars worth of shrimp is not worth your life.
I hear you. I've done preached that for about 25 years.
Couple of things, Martin. As far as the newer mobile homes, they are stronger than the old ones.
All right.
The older ones weren't made to the code, and they've increased the code substantially in the last few years.
Okay.
And if you're in a mobile home and you've got insurance on it, they require them to be tied down, so they should easily withstand a Category 1 hurricane. But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that a tornado comes through, it won't get you.
Sure, sure. And we all know it seems like tornadoes always find mobile homes.
Yes, sir. Now, let me ask you something, and this is my opinion.
All right.
And I think that this hurricane doing like it's doing is probably a blessing from God, and it's one of the best things that could have happened to us other than not getting a hurricane at all. And let me explain.
Okay.
We've got a upper level low that's shearing this hurricane off.
Right.
And you understand that a hurricane feeds off of the heat in the water.
Sure.
And the Gulf's like a big percolator.
Right.
And we've been having unseasonably warm temperatures in the Gulf.
Right.
Okay. This hurricane, if it sits there and just percolates and percolates and percolates, it's cooling the Gulf.
That is true.
So anything that comes off of Africa, and we've got about 3 more weeks or so of serious hurricane weather ahead of us. If this hurricane stays doing what it's doing for a couple more days, it's going to cool the Gulf off, where if we get a low coming out of Africa, coming up through Cuba, when it hits the Gulf, it's not going to have the water temperatures for the intensity of a Katrina or something. That's my opinion. And, I understand that there's a Gulf Stream, or I forget the name of the current that comes through right there between Cuba and Yucatan. But, this will cool the Gulf off, which I think is a really good thing.
I think you make a good point, but let me just remind you. Isidore and Lily were back-to-back, and so was Gustav and Ike. So when you think the first,
this one's just sitting there.
Well, and that is true. That is a good point, and it's a point that probably I could ask questions and investigate, because I'm sure no expert on the Gulf temperatures. But it is a good point. The other ones did move fairly quickly, but they had so much turbulence with them, and right now, as we're speaking, we're getting a pretty good feeder band over Homer right now.
Yeah, and not only is it just sitting there, it's sitting there right off of the coast, the coast of Terrebonne Parish. So even if a hurricane does come and intensify, it might be like Katrina and de-intensify right before it hits.
Right.
So
well, you make a good point.
Good thing.
No, you make a good point, and it sounds like a common sense point. It's just I don't know the answer to it.
Yeah, like I said, that's my opinion, you know, and I wasn't stating it as guaranteed fact. But I know that this hurricane has got to be taking heat out of the Gulf.
Yeah, well, not a hurricane yet, but it may be.
Well,
you never
depression.
know. Yeah, for sure.
And they're expecting it to get to a hurricane.
All right, well, I
Okay,
appreciate
you
it.
have a good night.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Now, Jay, do we have the, I want to show some shots maybe outside HTV to give you an idea. Got a pretty good rainfall coming. And as we continue to show it, it's a just steady rain. It was a little harder about 2 minutes ago. But like I said, you could be on the tail end of one of these feeder bands and it stops, and it can make you a liar real quick. But flag's starting to blow pretty good as we're looking out the side of our building. And but that'll give you an idea of what's going on. We're going to try to show you these cameras too as we go, just to give you a different perspective. But of course, when night falls on HTV, we can't show you a whole heck of a lot until tomorrow morning, but we can at least talk to you. Let's go back to the phone lines. HTV, welcome to Bayou Time. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
How you doing?
Do you have to leave somewhere?
Hello?
Do you have to leave somewhere?
No, there is a voluntary evacuation on the southern part of Terrebonne Parish, but you do not have to leave home. Okay?
All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye. And I urge everybody out there, please, if you're calling up, put your TV on mute, take the volume off, and just talk to me in the phone, because a lot of you wait to hear yourself on TV, and there's a delay, and it just really wreaks havoc on us. We can't hear you. Other people at the other houses can hear you, but here in the studio, it's a little difficult, and that's a pretty good looking shot for you to see what's going on, too. So we'll keep it on that one. This will give you an idea of what's starting to transpire. HTV, welcome to the program. Your comments, please.
Martin?
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to, I live down in Chauvin. I wanted to find out, do you think it's safe to be staying on a trailer?
Yeah, I think you're going to be fine. You know,
All right.
you're just going to get a lot of rain for a long time, but I think wind-wise, you're going to be okay. It's I'm sure you're going to get a few gusts every now and then. You're going to say, why the heck did I stay? But you're going to be okay.
All right.
All righty?
All right,
Thank you. Bye-bye. HTV, welcome to the program. Your comments tonight.
Hey, Martin.
How you doing?
All right, bro. You're doing a good job, bud.
Thank you.
Looks like you got it under control.
Well, we tried to.
Yeah, I like that coverage.
Well, thank you.
Anyway, I was just watching Channel 6, and Mayor Commodale's crying already, complaining that, you know, remember them burrito deals they put for the levees?
Yes.
They done washed out already.
Yeah.
They done washed out everything in front of it. I mean, that goes to show you what the Corps does. Now, they put that there, and it's washed out. I don't know how many millions they spent on that. Now, why don't they just put rocks, you know?
Yeah, it baffles me.
And get it over with.
Well, you know why they don't put rocks, because that would be permanent.
And they would work themselves out of a job. Just like that, just like they said in New Orleans, that the 100-year storm, the levees that they built are not up to par now. They just finished them last week.
Yeah.
And they said on the news themselves, they're not up to par for 100-year storm no more. And they just finished this. I mean, they're good. But why would they say something like that, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. We've been, you know, it's almost to the point where I don't even say the Corps too much anymore, because I've said it so much that I'm tired of hearing myself say it.
But, you know, it makes the taxpayer mad. You know, it infuriates me for sure that your tax money is gone for this. And then if they would take that $10 million and do 2 miles of it, but do it right.
Right.
By now the island would be covered.
Yep.
It would be finished. But now they're going to pump some more sand as soon as this is over with. And then they're going to wait for the next one. And there go another $100 million. You know?
Yep.
And it makes the taxpayers mad. I mean, I hear people talking about this. Why don't they fix it right? Even if you do 2 miles, but do it right.
No, you make a good point for sure.
and then finish with that part.
Yeah, because by the time you spend all that money and you don't do it right and you do something else, you got to come back and finish this one and make it
Exactly.
right.
It all goes back in the Gulf.
Yep, for
you
sure.
know. And you're doing a very good job, and I hope we pull out of this pretty good. I wish that thing would start moving, man.
Well, it's a slow mover, so get yourself a movie, my friend, and watch it and pop you some popcorn.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing. I'm just laying back, relaxing,
Okay,
watching
partner.
the rain on and off. We're not getting it bad down here.
Well, it's
Not the push, no.
no, it's going to start coming though, because you're starting to see the training effect, and we're starting to get some pretty good rains
Yeah,
in the
well,
home, steady rains.
Y'all gonna probably get some high water too.
Well, from rain we may get water, but we're not going to do too bad on the surge.
How y'all levees are toward the Gulf?
Yeah, we're going to be fine. The levee should be more than sufficient for this.
Well, y'all got a whole ring made already?
What's that?
You have a ring from Ashland on out to the east?
Yeah, we got levees a lot higher than the surge is going to be on this. At the most, should bring in a 4.
Right.
And yeah, we're very good on this one.
You need a show one night what y'all have done in a helicopter or something.
Well, I know I keep trying to line one up, but
that would be good to know for the people to see where the money's going.
yeah, they've done quite a bit on the levee system around here, and they've really been trying to get it up to par. And I know the parish has worked well with the levee district. So, this one I remember for Ike when that came in at a 9 and it was overtopping the levees. This is not an Ike.
We don't worry about the water up here.
Right.
Well,
y'all got one way in, huh?
One way in, one way out.
Yeah. Well, we got 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But it comes from Assumption Parish through us. It goes back to the lake.
But this one's a rain event.
Right. It won't be no problem for us. Our levels are pretty good.
All right. Well.
Okay,
good.
Martin.
Hunker down, my friend.
I hope everybody's okay, man.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Bye bye. HTV, welcome to Bayou Time. Go ahead, please.
Hey, what's up, Martin? I just got one little question for you.
All right, go ahead, Pun.
What was the purpose of them building floodgates down here for?
Well, what's the problem with it? Oh, you mean for the rain going out?
Well, no, Nag. I figured they built that to block water from coming in, but they opening and closing that thing like a bridge.
Oh, they opened it right? I mean, when's the last time it opened?
About 10 minutes ago.
I would be curious as to find out why.
Boats coming in.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you think if them fellas was stupid enough to leave their boat out there, they just, oh well, that's their problem, huh?
Yeah, I would have to ask Mr. Reggie Dupre that question on the floodgates to see.
Yeah, maybe you ought to give him a call because the water's almost on the bank down here, and I got some chickens on my bar, so they might drown,
Okay, well, let me ask him. I'll try to get him on the phone a little later. Thank you.
All right, do that for me now.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye. HTV, welcome to the program. Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir.
You're on.
Yeah, I was calling to see, are we going to be all right in that, in the area of the Dumas Auditorium, where Dumas is at?
Well, that area notoriously has a pretty good little pool of water as you come down by, let's say, the tire place and all. You know where Popeyes and all, where the road gets low.
I know it's low, that's on Turner Boulevard where Popeyes is.
Right now, do you live in back of one of the areas like what, Levron, Columbus, or anywhere around there?
On Morgan Street, about 2 blocks from where that Stanley parking lot is.
Okay, but you're in that subdivision in the back. I don't think y'all ever have a whole lot of water back there.
Okay, thank you very much. You have a blessed day.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, got a lot of phone callers. What we're going to do, I'm going to take a break. We'll come right back to the phone lines. Obviously, a lot of people are concerned. And let's go to the camera before I take a break, Jay, of outside of HTV. And then when we come back, show you footage of Cocodrie in that area. And there you see it. We got a good little feeder band coming through right now. Flag is blowing briskly. And this is minimal winds. You see this in a rain event most of the time. It's going to get a little better as time goes on, and this is what you're going to see for a long time, and it's going to get a little worse, and it's going to get a little better, and it's going to get a little worse and get a little better. So let's get used to it. And it's a pretty good time to spend some time with your family. How about that? Everybody's always on the go. Everybody's crossing each other, going in and going out. Might be time to sit down and have a little chat with your family. It'd be a good time to do that. We'll take a break. When we come back to the phone lines, and hopefully we'll have some cocodrie footage for you. Don't go away.